our life. That was our conversation. And I'm so thankful that I came and I heard words that taught me that I shouldn't be that way. But that's all me and Danny, that's all we look, getting high. Every other day, man, you got some weed. And Danny, he's Spanish. He thought he was black. It was that weed. But every other word was nigga. Nigga this. Nigga that. He thought he was black. And then I heard Apostle was coming to town. And I said, you know what, I don't like the life that I'm living right now. I said, I need to go to church. Amen. So I went and I heard him speaking. Didn't like what he had to say either. Because everything he spoke against, that was me. Amen. I found myself outside of the word when I thought I was all right with the Lord. And I said, you know what, I gotta do something about this. So I began to change that person. Went back to Danny. I'm living a life of holiness now. I'm inviting him to church. Man, no, that's okay. I don't want to. I go back to his house again. I knock on the door. He offered me weed. I'm offering him the word. Then one day I go knock on his door again. I hear some rumbling in the house. I know he in there. He didn't come to the door. I said, maybe he didn't hear me. So I knocked a little louder. He still didn't come to the door. I looked at that little peephole. And I could see him in there. And I said, okay, the word don't already warn me. Whenever you lift up a standard, sinners ain't going to want to have anything to do with you. So I knew that I was doing the right thing. And to this day, me and Danny, we don't have nothing in common. When I do see him, I still tell him, won't you come on with me? Won't you come on to church? And because the truth of the matter is, that's where he needs to be. Amen. That's the only way that he's going to be saved. Is he got to come hear words just like I heard. I gave up the dope smoking. Because the word, when I heard the word, I said, it's time to get this up. And believe me, it ain't nothing that could have made me give up my weed. I like my weed. Me and Johnny, we chip in. If we were short, everybody could get a collection plate. So, if we want some.
You had 5 on it.
But 5 on it. But Yahweh, who's in my life, Yeshua, the head of my life, he took that away from me. I don't smoke marijuana anymore. And I can get up here and I can testify about what he delivered me from. Because it was the word that did that. Amen. But when I talk about church, I had a scoffer before me. Man, I don't want to hear that mess. Man, get away from me with that. Oh, yeah. You have scoffers that don't want to hear nothing about God. Amen. They don't want you to say, let's go to church. If I would have said, let's go to the club, he would have been dressed in 5 minutes. But I wouldn't invite him to a club. Amen. That's right, Sister Brenda. He would have ran over me. He to my own car. But then he used to be, he rolled up a big old fat joint. And he presented it to me. He said, man, this right here is some real good stuff. And I looked at him and I said, damn, I'm born again. Yes, sir. Those things that I used to do, I don't do it anymore. Amen. And I said, so you can take your joint and your bag of weed. Because I don't do those things anymore. And even when he presented, this lady walked by. His head followed, my head went in the opposite direction. He said, man, did you see that? I said, Danny, I told you, I have a wife. That's right. That's who I love. And that's the reason why he withdrew himself. That's right. Because I began to lift the standard. And that's what we have to do. Because there are scoffers. There are people that that deny God.
Yeah.
And I could have denied him. I could have done exactly what he did.
Oh, yeah.
But I said, no, he died for me.
Yeah.
That's something I must give up.
Yeah.
Now, I need to die also. So I died so that I may live.
That's right.
Read. Amen.
Knowing this first,
Knowing this verse.
that there shall come in the last days
Yes.
scoffers,
Scoffers.
walking after their own lust,
Read.
and saying,
And say.
where is the promise of his coming?
And you got man still saying the same thing. They still saying the same thing. Where is the promise of his coming? People been talking about an end's gonna come for a long generations. They've been talking about an end is gonna come. But the truth of the matter is, an end is gonna come. It's important that you be right when that end comes. Because the truth of the matter is, no man knows the day or the hour
No man.
when he's gonna crack that sky.
That's right.
But you have to ask yourself this question right here. Are you willing to go to hell? Because a sinful life will send you there. If you hell bound, if you live a sinful life. That's what made me change my life. I heard the words preached, and I said, I don't want to go to hell.
Right.
Thinking that I'm all right with God, I had an honest heart.
Right.
And I heard the word, and I said, I gotta make a change in my life. I have a family. I have a wife. I said, I can't do this anymore. Because one, it's against God.
That's right.
I can't do that. So I said, I'm making a change. And I thank Yahweh that my wife, and see, things keep us from changing also. We want to hold on to things. I was ready to make the change, but here's Satan come. Your wife ain't going to change. She's going to stay out there in the world. And what's that going to look like? You serving God and she get to go have fun. That was still painting the picture. He's showing you that serving God that's boring. And she's going to be having fun. But I had to say, no, I remember what Apostle told me. And he said, you stand up and you do what's right to do.
That's right.
And he said, Yahweh will work everything else out for you. So I stepped out on faith. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do this because I need to be saved. That's why I say save yourself from this untoward generation. So I said, let me save myself. So I'm coming to church. My wife, she's coming with me. So she's hearing the same thing that I'm hearing. While I'm being converted, she was being converted. I listened to the word. The man of God said, you let him work it out. Because, see, if I would have tried to work it out, I would have still been out there.
That's right.
I would have still been trying to say, you need to come on to church, but I'm still clubbing with her. We need to go to church. We need to go to church. I stopped, and I was the light. And so and then we were sitting there, we were talking. And I said, baby, you know, I'm serious about this one.
Amen.
And she said, you know what? Me too. I said, I was talking to Danny, and he was trying to get me to smoke. And I told him I don't do those things anymore. She said, you know what? See, Danny and Nell are sisters, and brother and sister. She was trying to get ready to do the same thing. And she said, I told Nell, I don't do that anymore. And we began to magnify Yahweh because we both made up in our mind that we were going to serve him. But if I would listen to Satan, I wouldn't have done it. I would have held fast to what she was doing. And we can't let nothing interfere with us serving him. I'm not going to let my wife, I'm not going to let my daughters, I'm not going to let my son, I'm not going to let my grandchildren interfere with me being saved because I won't know them in the last day. And I'm thankful that I know that now. I didn't know that at one point. I thought I was going to know everybody. But I'm so thankful I won't know them. But it's important for me to be a light. So